Hey guys, it's Scott, and we're going to take a look at using Zapier to automatically import schedule templates and to-do templates when a job is sold. So let's take a look. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to want to set up our templates within JobTread. I'm going to show you an example of two templates. We have one for when a design is sold. We have our different design stages, and then we have to-do templates for design stage, our three different design stages. And so these exist as like punch list items that need to happen when that stage is reached. And then this is a schedule for either sending to our designers or clients or for meetings. And so what we're going to do is we're going to want to import this schedule and this template to a job when a job stage is sold. Let's take a look at that. We've got our Zap here. And this Zap is triggered from the job stage, which is a custom field. I'll show you the configuration. Our trigger event that we're going to look for is the job was updated. Here's how we'll configure it. We'll select our organization and we'll pull our record. And this is our record, Mr. Scott Sampleton. And so whenever a job is updated, this trigger is going to set off. Now we've got a setup where we filter by paths, and we're going to filter based on this custom field that we set up for our job stage. And let's take a look at this conditions. This says that whenever we're going to use custom rules, whenever a text for the draft design stage matches this exactly, and the data next custom job stage exists, then run this path. Now, I set this up a while ago, so I don't remember all the details of why this has to be here, but essentially we don't want every single time the job is updated and it's sitting in this pipeline stage to run this, to send this email, to import these templates. We want it to do the first time, but then not again. And so that's what this does. So once that is filtered, let's take a look at the actual actions. We're going to, once it's following this path, we're going to use what's called an import task template. And so this is going to be this right here. Import task template. And that step is going to be used for both the schedule and the to-dos. Next, we'll go to configure. And we're going to select the target type as job, our organization, the target ID. This is populated from this initial trigger. So when this is triggered, there's a job ID that's associated. And one of the best practices, personally, I think, is if you can use a job ID, it's like a no-fail criteria versus trying to make sure we align with the name or an email, something that's fillable that could be mistyped. A job ID, if it's already existing somewhere in the trigger, really locks into the tasks and the actions being associated with the correct job. So we're going to go to job ID. You add this by clicking this button here and you type ID, and it's going to give you the list of IDs to pull from. We're using the job ID. Next, we're going to put in the template name. Now it'll be important that this is typed in exactly as we see it and as it is listed here, design sold. It has this exact name. I believe it's case sensitive, so we're just going to type that in. Next, we're going to do a start date and time. Now this is something that I think could be really helpful. Type this in as you see this right here. And what this is it's going to be a data field that populates a timestamp. And so it's going to give our schedule the starting date of when to assign a schedule. And then we're going to set notified to false. You can turn this on or off if you have the schedule with pre-assigned assignees. And if you hit true, you know, it'll notify those assignees. All right, guys, we're going to see how this works. We're going to start with our job that is currently in this job stage of new to send offer. And right now, there's nothing in our schedule and nothing in our to-dos. So if we go back to the job and we update the stage to draft design, we sold the design agreement. Now when we go to schedule and we refresh the page, and our to-dos are now populated. We go to schedule, and now our schedule is populated. So it did take a little bit of a moment, but that was real time. So it was just a couple of seconds. And now we have our schedule for our design. And now we have our schedule for our to-dos. So that's how you can import to-do lists and schedules automatically. Thanks for checking it out.